that it sends the right message to our parents of our students, the students that that this is the kind of speaker whose views we implicitly endorse.
Controversial comments made by a conservative columnist about sexual assaults on college campuses cause a protest on a local university campus. Good evening, everyone. George Will wrote in the Washington Post in June that being a victim of a sexual assault on campus has become a coveted status.
The comment sparked a backlash. Will is in Oxford tonight, where he's speaking as part of the school's lecture series, and some people there have a message of their own for him. Local 12 Larry Davis is live at Oxford, where a protest is underway, it looks like. Larry?
Hi, Rob. Well, George Will has definitely brought controversy here to the campus of Miami University in Oxford, and right now the protesters who were just across the street outside the Farmers School of Business, where Will is speaking right now, are making their way over to Cook Field here. That is where they're going to have a teach-in. Now, Will's column on sexual assault on campuses has brought out the protesters here, and many of them say that he shouldn't have been invited in the first place. Protesters started lining up outside Miami's Farmers School of Business prior to George Will taking the stage. Women's groups, as well as some students and faculty, are taking issue with Will appearing on campus. In a June column, Will questioned the validity of sexual assault statistics on college campuses and said that being a sexual assault victim was a coveted status. Dr. Anita Manur with Miami University's Women, Gender, and Sexuality Studies says that is irresponsible journalism.
Someone like George Will is contributing to a problem that presents this as if women are somehow misrepresenting what is happening to them.
Dr. Manur disagrees with the Farmers School of Business extending an invitation to someone like Will who has such views on sexual assault. Miami spokesperson Claire Wagner says the school never considered rescinding the invitation.
What's crucial on a campus is that we support the free exchange of ideas and that dialogue happens in an intellectual and open area. And this has produced an opportunity for major discussion.
In recent weeks, there have been reports of sexual assaults on the Miami campus. Still, students think that Will should be heard.
I don't think it'd be the right time for him to come, but I don't really see too big of a problem. Freedom of speech, He should be allowed to say what he wants to say.
Those opposed to Will speaking on campus think the school is sending the wrong message to parents and students.
I think there's something problematic in having him on campus and giving him this kind of platform.
And Rob, as I mentioned, the protesters have now moved across the street here to Cook Field, where they're going to have a teach-in. They're handing out some pamphlets here. Sexual assault is real. Victimhood is not a status or a privilege. They'll be informing the people here about sexual assault. And I talked to the police officials up here just earlier today, and there have been a few sexual assaults here on campus since the school year began, and it is a concern here at Miami University. Right now, George Will is speaking here at the Farmers School of Business. He's expected to speak for about maybe an hour, but is not expected to meet with any of the students. Live at Oxford, Larry Davis, Local 12 News. Rob, back to you.
Larry, it looks like a pretty good turnout from what we can see in your pictures there, is it?
Yeah, I think it surprised a lot of people. I think a lot of people thought there might be just a handful of protesters, but I'm just eyeballing this. I'm saying maybe 60 to 75 people have turned out. Definitely a pretty good turnout for something like this.
Larry Davis, thanks very much. George Will is speaking as part of the Jack Anderson Lecture Series at Miami. He's being paid, though, not by the university, but through cash gifts to the lecture series.